Grand rising kings and queens from Africa and across the ocean, welcome back to my YouTube space. Today I just want to rant. I'm not reacting on this video. I am not reacting. But this might be the most important conversation I have ever had since I started this channel. Maybe, or this year. So I will wish you to listen carefully, because the truth is right here. And the truth shall set black people free. All of black people from Africa, from Europe, from America, all of us. This truth shall set us free. For too long, we have been living inside a web of lies as black people. Twisted stories, false narrative about who we are, where we come from, about what we deserve, And these lies were told to our parents, our grandparents, and their parents before them, and their parents before them. These lies were whispered into our ears in schools, blasted at us through their news, their movies, and their politics. But the chains are breaking. Somebody somewhere said that we are not the parents. It is 2025. And of yes, it is 2025. And that's why you need to listen to this. The chains are breaking, because today we're going to talk about unity. We're going to talk about how we should love, or the love for each other as black people, why we should stop depending on the white system and how they lied to us for centuries, and why the time for change is right now. That's what we're going to talk about. We have been asleep for long enough. But this generation is different. This generation is awake. Even in Africa, you see what's happening. Youths taking leadership. And once you know the truth, there's a video here I want to show you. I don't know if I have the video of 83 years old politician from Uganda still campaigning for the seat. And this is what I'm seeing, but we are changing that. So let's dive in today's video. So let's dive in this video. It's not reaction. So if you wish to watch, because I know I'm doing a lot of reaction, but if you wish to watch this kindly, I'm so much grateful. Now, I will start with the web of lies. I have my notes too. I will be checking once in a while. Let's start with the lies, because if we don't start there, we can't go forward. The lies that we are being told. Because the biggest trick they pulled on us, making us believe that we are nothing before they arrived, writing our own history, saying they discovered this, they discovered that, they discovered this, And they made us believe that Africa was nothing before they came here. Dirty roads, hungry stomachs, and chaos everywhere. They don't teach us that African kingdom were thriving even before Europe ever learned how to do some things. They never taught us that we had kingdoms, rich kingdoms. And they don't teach you about the Timbuktu, the libraries of Timbuktu, where Africans were writing books while Europe was still in the dark ages. They don't teach you about great Zimbabwe or the wealth of Mansa Musa. They don't teach you about the richest man ever live in the face of the earth, a black man to ever walk in earth. So they told the black Americans that their history starts with slavery. And if we just pop up in chains, they don't tell you about the black inventors who changed the world. They don't teach you that Wall Street was built on black backs, literally and financially. And then they go further and further. They lie to Africans about black Americans. They lie to black Americans about Africans. Oh, Africans don't like you. Oh, black Americans are lazy. Lies, family. Lies after lies. And lies were planted to us at the same people who profited from us. The lies were planted to us by the same people who were eating from our own bags. Why? Because they know the truth. Because they know the truth. They know one thing: if we unite, we win. And that's why they keep us apart. They keep us lying. They lie to us about Jamaicans. They lie to Jamaicans about us. Because if we unite, we win. If an African in Nigeria team up with a black American in Atlanta, game over. Game over. Kwisha kabisa. That is the truth. And they fear that. They fear us knowing the truth. They fear us knowing who we are. They fear us working together, because when that happens, it is end. It is end. The whole world changes. And that brings us to the second agenda, the second truth they try to hide from us. And then they need you. They hide that. They need us. They need you. They need your labor. They need your ideas. They need your creativity. They need your culture. They need your spending power. But they don't want you to know that you are special to them. They don't want to know that. They just want you to get distracted, confused, divided, fighting each other here and there on social media while they keep counting their stolen wealth. And it is time to break that circle. That's why I've decided today, you know what? This truth shall set us free. Family, I want you to hear me clearly. Their greatest weapon is dependency. They want you to need them. They want you to believe that you cannot do without them. They want you to depend on them. They want you to know that you can't do without their approval, their degrees, their banks, and etc., etc. And sadly, many of us have bought that story. Many of us, especially in Africa, we have believed that lie. We started begging to be let in. We beg for IMF. We beg for money to build roads. We beg, and we have everything we need here in Africa, for example. Begging for Oscars, begging for the seats at their tables, marching for civil rights only to get crumbs. It's so hard. It is so hard and it's so wrong, and it's so painful that we believe that those lies for so long. And meanwhile, they build their empires off our backs. They build their empires with our resources. They build France. They build France off the back of Africa. They built America off the back of enslaved Africans, the black Americans. They stole, eliminated, and destroyed, and then turned around and told us we were the problem. We were the problem. Did we did not enslave ourselves. We did not colonize ourselves, but we are the problem. That's what they told us. But here's the truth. We do not need them. They need us. Hear that. Look at Burkina Faso, what's going on. Look at Mali. Look at Niger. African nation rising up and saying no. No more to France. No more to Western powers. Taking back their land. Taking back what belonged to them. Their resources. Building their own bank. They want their own currency. What are you telling me? Look at Kenya. Young people standing up. Look at Kenya. Young people standing up. Tired of colonial puppets ruling. Tired of leaders that serve the West instead of the people of the country. Look at black Americans waking up, realizing that the Democrats, the Republicans, the whole system, it was never built for them. It's all a trap. It's all a trap. But the key to break this trap, it is ownership. We need our own schools. We need our own business, our own media, our own platforms, our own banks, our own tables. Dependency is mental slavery. Freedom comes with independence. And when we stop depending on those who hate us, and that's when the real power starts. When we stop depending from the IMF, the loans, the begging, that's where real power starts. We were taught to hate our own self. And self-hate is the biggest disease to ever live. Self-hate, the biggest disease. But love is cure. Why? Because this lie, they told us that we should hate each other. And who benefits? Who benefits when black American and Africans are fighting? Who benefits when Jamaican are fighting or urgings with Nigerians? Who benefits when Kenya and Uganda or Tanzania are fighting? Who profits from that? It's not us. They do. They do. They divided us on purpose. They divided us in the ships. They divided us in the schools. They divided us in the media. And they whisper in African ears that black Americans don't like you. They whisper to black American ears that Africans don't like you. And then they sit back and enjoy how we fight each other. They sit back and enjoy and smile as we act as black people. Because the real truth is that we are family. One big family. And the only reason we keep speaking different language is because of them. The only reason that we have different accents is because of them. The only reason that we carry different passports is because of them. And when I see a brother in Ghana, I see family personally. When I see a brother in South Africa, I see family. When I see a brother in Chicago, I see family. When I see a brother in Grenada, I see family. When I see a brother in Kingston, I see family. The only reason we are divided is because of them. When I hear music from the Caribbean, I hear my own voice. I hear the voice of my people. When I see athletes winning from Trinidad and Tobago, I see African brothers or black brothers. We are winning together. Let's love each other. Love means reaching across the ocean and building together. Love means supporting each other, the creators. Love means correcting each other when we are wrong, but doing it with care. Love means protecting our women, protect our children, protecting our culture. Love means that uplifting each other, not tearing each other apart. And that's why I say with my full chest, love is the cure that we need. Love is power, and love is the revolution. And they can't stop the love. And if we stand together, they can't stop that love. They can't. When we stand together, they can't stop that. And unity is a superpower to us. Have you ever asked yourself, why do they fear the black unity more than anything else? Have you ever asked yourself that? It is simple. Because unity breaks empires. Unity is power. When Haiti rose up against France, it shocked the world. When African nations started demanding independence in the 20th century, it shocked the Europe. When black Americans started the civil rights movement, it shocked America. And now, you see what's happening right now when Africans, black Americans, Caribbeans, Afro-Brazilians, Afro-Europeans, and black people across the globe start linking up. It is shaking. Start collaborating. It is shaking. When they start forming alliance, it is global power. Imagine African nations supplying their raw material, black Americans providing with the technology and investment, Caribbean nation controlling the trade routes, black media telling our story, our way. Just imagine that. Can it happen? But that's not a dream. It's not a dream. It's just a plan. That's a plan. They have always feared this unity. And that's why they pump negativity into black entertainments or entertainers. That's why they fund corrupt leaders in Africa. I talked about that. That's why they work overtime to make sure that we don't realize that how powerful we are together. But guess what? We are realizing it right now, even if it's not that rapid, but it is coming. Family, unity is not just a word. It is the key to freedom. It is the key to power, and it is the key to everything. The day we all decide to build together is the day their system crumble. And that is the truth they never wanted you to know. But this truth shall set black people free.
Who just come from down? Who, man or woman? Maybe you find the love of your life.
The truth shall set us free. It is time for change. It's time for building the new world. And I'll say this. We need action. Action. And that action is unity. And what does unity look like? It looks like African businesses working with black-owned American businesses. It looks like cultural exchange, not just tourism, but for technology, education, and innovation. It looks like trading directly with each other, not through Europe, not through America, but through us. It looks like African nations forming stronger alliances with Caribbean nations, with Brazil, with the Afro-European communities. Unity looks like black media platforms telling their stories of Congo, the stories of Jamaica, stories of Harlem, all on one platform, our platform. Unity looks like us controlling our economies, buying from each other, selling to each other, building with each other. And this is bigger than just protest. Unity is bigger than a protest. Unity is bigger than speeches. Unity, it's bigger than anything. It is about legacy. Because family, we cannot pass down victimhood to our children. We cannot pass down victimhood to our children. We must pass down power to our children. And that power is ownership. Ownership is power. Cultural pride is power. Self-love is power. Unity is power. I know it's not going to be easy. We may face resistance. We may have disagreements. We may stumble, because even if I do the video of unity, you can see there's some people in comment section saying that we are not coming to Africa. We can't do that. We can't do it. So we may face this. But I will tell you this. As long as we keep moving, we will win. We are on the track. The best thing is to keep running. And that is the truth. They never wanted you to hear. And now you have heard it, this truth. Black people, you're going to love it. I don't know if I'm saying something sensitive, something that is good to you. You know, our family, we are standing at a crossroad. One road leads to more begging, more dependency, more division, more pain. Another road leads to power, unity, love, independence, and legacy. And I know which road I am choosing as the Kenyan Beast, as Mr. Osotsi. I know which road I'm choosing, and I hope you are with me. I hope you are with me. So to my African brothers and sisters, I love you. To my Black American family, I love you. To my Caribbean kings and queens, I love you. To my Afro-Brazilians, Afro-Europeans family, I love you. Let's build. Let's rise. Let's break the chains together, because when we build as one people, the world has no choice but to respect us. They can no longer lie to us. They can no longer divide us. They can no longer control us, because the truth, this truth, if we follow this truth and we understand and we know that, it is going to set us free. It's going to give us power. For those who are listening to my video, this one, please share it to the people you think they need to hear. Share it to your Black brothers. I beg you. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Hit the like button. Share with someone you love. And remember, stay black, stay powerful, stay free. The next episode, peace out. This video that you're about to watch, kindly share it to each and every Black brothers and sisters. Let's go.